2.5 hours of watching the game. Well, you might want to watch it anyway. I mean, Canada, they pressured, and then just, watch the last minute. That's really all you need to watch. So the Canada-US dream matchup of a semifinals is not going to happen. And, if you've been watching my podcasts with the panel every Monday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, I kind of mentioned Canada never seems to play away from home well. Like if they're playing outside of Canada, especially in Europe, they don't seem to do well. And especially against, teams like Czechoslovakia, takes me back to Nagano, 1996, I think it was, or 1994, playing the Czechs again in the kind of the playoffs of the Olympics. And a certain goaltender for the Czechs named Dominik Hasek robbed us of advancing in the Olympics. I think the first time NHL players were brought back to the Olympics back in the 1990s. Yeah. Bigger ice is a big problem for them. I agree, boiled egg. They're so used to playing on North American ice that, and I just think being away from home and being in a different time zone, and these are young kids that are away from family, away from friends, and I think a big factor is the crowd. I think the Canadian hockey teams at any level get so energized by the crowd when they play in Canada, and I think that's worth at least a goal or two. I think if they were playing this exact same Czech team in Ottawa, Toronto, Vancouver, I think Canada would have destroyed them because the crowd, the energy would have rubbed off on these young guys and they would have found a way to win. But over in Europe, it's just a different atmosphere. The crowd is different. The rink is different. Probably, pre-game and going to hotels and all that a little bit different than in North America. The language barrier is different. So yeah, it didn't surprise me that Canada didn't make the Final Four. I still thought they were good enough to beat the Czechs. Right from day one, before the tournament started, I called Sweden over the U.S. in the final, and we'll see. We'll see how that prediction goes. There's way more pressure on Canada to perform. In hockey, I completely agree. Maybe in other sports, it's different countries, Kava, that have that pressure on them. But yeah, it's just that entitlement. We were supposed to win. This is Canada. This is hockey. And America has grown their game so much. Sweden has grown their game so much. I mean, typically the best goaltenders come out of Europe: Sweden, Czech Republic, Russia. Canada, again, you got to consider we're, 36, 37, 40 million people. US has, almost 300 million people. We are no longer the dominant team in hockey anymore. And the next Olympics where NHL players are involved, that's going to be fun. When you have Team McDavid going up against Team US and the Hughes brothers, and then you got Draisaitl in Germany, and you've got all these great Swedes, playing, and you got Roman Josi, and you got some of the great Finns out there. Next Olympic Games, there is no gimme for Canada, and even no gimme for the United States. In fact, I think you have to, even though you have McDavid on Canada, I think right now, based on rosters, I think Team USA would be the favorite, would be the team I think would win, based on the overall roster that they would construct. Our Canadian guys, the Patrice Bergerons, the Brad Marchands, the Martin Brodeurs that represent in Canada, or the Patrick Waz or Carey Prices, those guys aren't around. We don't have. I can't think of a Canadian goaltender that is money right now. It's all European or American goaltenders, it seems. All right. Well, enough of that. We took some time to talk about the Canadian loss. I think Sweden and the U.S. play their game still, or the games might be underway. Both have, extremely easy opposition with Latvia for Team Sweden, or no, with the USA, I think. and Switzerland for Sweden. So anything can happen. I mean, this, although it's an upset, I don't really consider it a huge upset because the Czechs can always ice a pretty good team. If Latvia or a Swiss win today, that is a huge upset and would take a little sting off Canada losing today. All right, good to see you guys. Happy Tuesday. What else do we got going on? Oh, yeah, if you had a busy day yesterday and you weren't able to catch the stream, I know the commish was streaming, OOTP Yule Log was streaming. I did an interview with Aster31. I consider him one of the best players in the game over the last few years. And he talked a little bit about how to manage your PP, how to make the most out of your PP, how to expand your PP in a way that you may never have done it before, that's going to last for a long time in the cycle. And don't get your minds out of the gutter. Okay, it's 2024. I'm talking perfect points. All that kind of stuff. Aster went through some tips and tricks on what you can do if you're just starting the game or if you're at the end of the cycle like we currently are, how you can make the most. Because the best managers of their PP, they don't have to worry. They never run out. They've got the stamina to go on and on with the PP because they never run out, because they've earned so much early in the game that they find a way to make it last. And when they need to buy a Willie Mays or they need to buy a Jake Arrieta or a Alex Arod, although who wants a Yankee, or a Dave Stieb, if they need to buy one of those, they have plenty of perfect points to do that. So it's on the VOD if you have some time in the next few days. Yeah, check it out. You know, we spend the first little bit kind of introducing you to Aster before we get into the slides about halfway through the program. All right. And yeah, I mean, we'd all love to, have the disposable income to whale out and just keep buying and buying and buying. But he gives us ways of doing it that you don't have to whale out. And there are free to play teams that make it to Perfect League. There are teams that spend just a little bit that make it to Perfect League and win trophies. But it takes patience. You have to be patient and a little bit of luck sometimes. All right, what else do we got going on? Oh yeah, if you're new to Out of the Park Developments, if you're coming off of watching the Canadians play the Czechs, and you just stumbled across this channel, well, this is Out of the Park Baseball 24. New game usually comes out at the end of March. Here is the website to check out the what do we got here? Check out, that was the YouTube I posted. Yeah, I don't know what I got going on here. Yeah, here's the forum that you can check out. Again, it's simple, outoftheparkdevelopments.com. There it is. I think I just posted the video to Aster if you prefer to watch it on YouTube. Let me just check. What did I post there? Oh, no. Yeah, that is the video. Okay, so you can check it out on YouTube. I edited out all the beginning part there of the stream starting, or you can check it out on Twitch. All right, some updates here from Out of the Park Development. Dishnet posted this today. And yes, it is a few days late. And yes, I know it can be frustrating when we don't get the odds as soon as the packs come out. But, I always give a pass, especially during the holidays, especially when you have a small team like Out of the Park Developments. Mistakes happen. If you can stand there and say you've never made a mistake in your life that has annoyed someone, I applaud you, because I've made plenty. A lot of it involves muting, lots of muting. So they did come out with the odds, and it looks like it's about a 1% odd, just under 1% of pulling one of those perfect cards. And then you've got about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6% chance of pulling a diamond. And then everything else is gold, silver, bronze, iron, and you can see the odds there. So if you want to see the odds, basically though, again, you've got less than 10% chance of getting the perfect or a diamond. And that's why I hate going to fire polls, because every time I go to fire polls, I see a Mordecai Brown, And it's just like, okay, well, I'll go buy a pack. Everyone seems to be pulling Mordecai Browns. They must have pretty good odds. And then no, I get 3 bronze and 3 iron, maybe a gold once in a while. But I pulled, I think probably pulled about 20 packs on all the different accounts. Got 1 perfect, the Jimmy Collins early, maybe in pack 5 or something. And then I got a few diamonds, and that's pretty much it. So I did not hit the 1% odds more than that one time, which coincidentally probably is the right odds. If I buy 20 packs and get 1 perfect, that's probably still better than what I should have got. No way, Lud. We need proof, Lud. You pulled 2 Mordecai Browns back to back. Come on. No way. You're probably talking the diamond ones in standard packs, right? Isn't there a Mordecai Brown diamond? If you did pull 2 of the exclusives, and also the packs are going to stay on sale another day. They were supposed to end today, but they're going to be on sale until tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, noon out here in the Mountain Time Zone. So I recommend, if you plan on finishing the missions, buy the cards today on the card shop or open a few packs, because after they go off sale, those exclusive cards are going to skyrocket in price, because we don't know if they're ever going to bring those packs back. And these cards are not in regular packs, guys. They're not. So when the exclusive packs disappear, it's going to be much tougher to finish the missions. So get them now. If you have to spend $3,500 for a gold, do it, because that $3,500 is probably going to be $10,000 in a couple weeks if they don't bring these packs back. Now, they could bring the packs back the odd time, maybe. They did that with the 1980s packs. I think they brought them back once or twice, but I don't expect these to be plentiful once they go out of the market tomorrow. You had 25 packs, don't cut the D-Block Dragon, pulled 4 diamonds, that's it. Yeah, again, I did a little bit better. In about 20 or 25 packs, I pulled 1 perfect and 3 diamonds. 2 good ones. I pulled the 1 diamond that's, I think, who is it, Elmer Steele? That's a good 2-way player. And then I pulled another one that was on the Gladiators account. So both the diamonds I pulled made the team. And they're on the stream last night before the hockey stream, I did a little bit of OOTP. GT Sundown was there with me, and we went through yesterday's Laptop Daily at some of the exclusives being used. And there are a couple really good exclusive pitchers and 1 or 2 exclusive hitters in the bronze category. So do your due diligence and look over some of those exclusive bronze if you play bronze tournaments, because they performed really well. One of the pitchers had like a 2.5 WAR or something like that in the tournament. All right, again, the PTCS, if you've been away from the computer because of the holidays, the PTCS cycle has ended. I got like 15,000 points for something, I think, because I must have finished in the top 10 of iron, I think, or top 10 of bronze. So that was a win. Got some perfect points there for finishing in the top 10 monthly cycle. However, the tournament's not going to be until January the 13th, I think, whatever that Saturday is. So I'm sure either this Thursday, probably this Thursday, or Spore will do a special episode about PTCS rewards. So stay tuned for that. No treasure trove today. If you've been waiting for the Spore treasure trove, he did kind of hint to this a week or so ago, said he's going to do one Boxing Day, but he may not do one on January 2nd. And he posted in the Discord today that there will not be a treasure trove. So if you're planning on seeing some of those lower level cards, you're going to have to wait another week. He will be back on January the 9th with his next edition. Also, still getting some responses in for the requests, for the community requests. If you've missed the last couple shows and never got a chance to get this link, let me copy it for you, put it in the chat, and feel free to put a couple players. Try and be as specific as you can. Name of the player, the team of the player that you want to see a card from, and even the year. We've got a few responses in from this new form that I put out. Keep in mind, though, I know some of you are requesting, Roberto Alomar. When I was watching Roberto Alomar in the '90s win the World Series, yeah, he was a great player, and unfortunately, real life kind of got in the way of some of these players. So there are certain cards that we're not going to see in the game. Simply OOTP, for whatever reasons, contractual, licensing, ethical, whatever reasons they have, they're not going to put certain players in the game. So Barry Bonds will not be in the game because of licensing. Roberto Alomar and a few other players that have done some things in their personal life will not be in the game in the foreseeable future. So you're asking why haven't we seen a Cap Anson? Why haven't we seen a Roberto and Omar Vizquel? Certain players you're probably not going to see. Although we do see Pete Rose. Pete Rose is in the game. Next show will be the pre-TWIP show Thursday before Dish comes on at noon Eastern Standard Time. So the four amigos should be back. Charles will be back with his meta lineup. I'm going to give him a meta task to show you the roster for. And hopefully we'll have a early bird card. Spore, again, it is the holidays. He may or may not have time to do another early bird card for the next show. And of course, EBC, I'm sure we'll be doing his guest the set tomorrow, and we'll show you some of the choices on that show. One more time, the Laptop Daily News Cycle for the January monthly bonus of 20 standard packs is now underway. Yesterday, we had the Boise State Broncos defeat the Santa Fe Scholars. Today's tournament that is currently underway, I don't know if I'm still in it. I had a horrible draft yesterday. Probably the worst team I could ever draft. So Final Four finish for me likely. Hey, but yeah, the new cycle underway. Points accumulated will get you on the leaderboard. And February 1st, we will find out who gets the 20 bonus packs from the Laptop Pound Lower Level Leisure Lounge. Hoosman was the December winner. Those packs have been sent. So the Hoosman has 20 packs to do his best and pull some good cards. Speaking of packs, guys, I've got a challenge for you today. If you're up for it, we've got a challenge. Let me go enter it first. There we go. Now, before you start drafting, listen to the rules first. We don't want any confusion. Here are the rules. If you want to get in the bounty draft, it is rolling across the bottom of the screen there. Iron to bronze, ID 37. There was no one entered. I was the first one to enter, so it should be all of us as part of this tournament. If you take the deal to win the extra packs at the end of the tournament and the packs for knocking me out, you must choose all the highest rated cards on your screen every round. So that might be a 64, it might be a 69, it might be a 59. You have to take the two highest rated cards. Now, if there are 3 59s, take whichever 2 of those 59s that you want. If there's 1 59 and 3 58s, you have to take the 59 and one of the 58s. It's pretty simple. Take the 2 highest rated cards. So there should be no one with a 60 or a 50 or a 40 because you're obviously going to have cards higher than that. Keep that in mind when you're looking for catchers, when you're looking for pitchers. You might have to take one if you get a 59 catcher or a 49 catcher. Whatever the highest cards on the screen are. Okay, 12 people have joined so far. Let's shorten it up and put it on the screen there. There we go. And I've got no help this time with the draft, so let's see what kind of damage I can do. All right, we're going to draft the team. We are playing in 1985, and it looks like a pitcher's park. Designated hitter is on. And we're playing in Oakland Coliseum. Yeah, well, got to give the A's some hope, some love. All right, the two highest rated cards. So looking on my screen now, I've got a 60. I got a bunch of 68s, no 69. I don't have the Gabagoo Luigi special. So I have to take two of the 68s. So I'm going to take Dave Stewart. Well, I'm going to take both of the historicals. Okay. Pitcher and a left fielder. All right. So you understand the rules. Highest rated cards on the screen. So now I've got a 67 as my highest and a 69. So I have no choice there. I have to take Yuji Rosario and Andy Carey. Let me double check. I got a bunch of 66 and 65s. All right. And here, there are some error cards, guys, which, when you open physical cards, that might be a good thing. But for the sake of consistency, look at Billy Cox. Billy Cox says 60 on screen, but if you open his profile or if you hover over his profile, it says 67. Go with the number on the actual screen, the 60. Because I don't want to have to verify and look at every single card. I'm going to be looking, when I verify your team, I'm going to be looking at the number on the actual card. So 60 in this case. Oh, I'm going to be dangerous, D-Block. Watch out. I'm going to get by the first round. Okay, so here I have no choice. I got to take those two cards. Oh, Jared Burton and Neil Ball. Well, Jared Burton, I wouldn't complain about Jared Burton. Oh, I don't get Roberto Clemente. Bummer. I got to take Jose Vidro. And it looks like I have to take the other live. No, I got Jeff Pico. But do I want the center fielder? Ooh. Who do I pass on here? You know what? I'm going to take the two historicals. All right, let's look in chat. Is the bounty full? So I can take that little banner off the screen. Can someone verify? Are the bounty full? Are there any spots left? We got the Devils. We got the Rainiers. We got the Wood Ducks. It is not complicated, Mr. Audit. Come on. You do audits for a living. It gets much more complicated than that. Highest two cards on the screen. We got Reb in, going for three-peat. By the way, the Wolves have won the last two bounty tournaments. Not the bounty. They haven't claimed the bounty. They've won the last two tournaments. One of them, they did claim the bounty, so they got 13 packs. Talk about a good 2024. Tiger Cub, you're off to a good start. Can you three-peat? That is the question. GD, let's get after it. All right, get after it. I'm looking to see if it's full here. Cava's in. Wolves have killed you every time. Well, they did kill me once to claim the bounty. They're a good. They're either getting really good cards or we got to give the manager credit. I'm not sure. Let's give the manager credit. You got the Iron Lou. Okay, well, let's keep on going here. Remember, I should not see any 60s. I should not see any 40s or 50s. I should see a lot of 4s, 8s, 9s, maybe a few 7s and 3s. Again, gentleman's agreement. Go with the highest. All right, I got two 64s to choose from, and it's not much of a choice. So Bobby Dalbec, I'm not too unhappy with because he's got some power. This is a pitcher's park, though. Double check. Yep. So I haven't had to make a lot of decisions here. I'm pretty much given a couple cards. Next up, we've got 264s. Oh, baby. Oh, you guys are in trouble. Look who I got. I got John Jaso. John Jaso as a 64, and then I got Josh Vaughn Joshua. 264 is my highest. Yes. Oh, yeah. You guys get anyone else get John Jaso? Now I got to find another catcher, and I believe there are 12 catchers offered here, not 10. So I still have hope to get the second one. Brad Asmuth. See, I can't read these numbers. I'm old. They should put those numbers in white. Okay, it's a 61. And what's this guy? 62? 62. 61. So it looks like 63. I have to take John Gray. And now I get my choices of 62s. Duncan, Durham, Brago. Ooh, Babip and I. That's a D block dragon card right there. Yeah, I'm going to go with Brago. So a 62 and a 63. Remember, it's not the last digit. It's the highest number on the card, or highest number on the screen. I got highest overall rating. So here I got irons and bronze. So I have to take the highest rating, which would be a 62 Vern Steffens and a 62 Kevin Moss, right? That's 62. So I can't take, it's not 58 or 59 I have to take the highest rating. Steffens and Moss. Oh, I think that's all right. No other 62s? Nope. If you accidentally draft someone that was not the highest, again, a gentleman agreement, bench that player, put them on your reserve list, make sure they don't play, just to be fair for those that did draft correctly. All right, so I got all irons. So I'm looking for 59s. We've got Yuri Gurriel. And then it looks like a 57. Adam Duvall or Frenchie. We're going Adam. Right? Double check lap. Don't mess it up. Right. 250, 159, and a 57. D block, that's 2 drafts in a row that you're getting all these catchers. Okay, well, I got my second catcher. D block was one of your catchers, Brooke, because he is my second catcher. He's a 59. And I guess it has to be Gene Richard. The good news is I'm getting to use some cards I would never draft in a regular draft. Oh, Tiger. If you would have got Mathis, that would have been a home run for you there. Okay, we've got a reigning champion handcuffed a little bit. Okay, Eddie Mayo, you're 58. I think I'm going to be short pitchers here, and I have to take this live Alan Trejo. I've got 4 pitchers right now, guys. I got 4 pitchers. You have to have a minimum of 7 for the game to register. So I got to get lucky here. No other 58s? No. Pops barely got the minimum. Well, come on. Where's some good pitchers? Okay, I got a 48 Stan Williams. And then a 47 Mark Melicon. Okay, 2 pitchers there. That's good. Double check my numbers. Yes. Okay. I'm up to 6. I just need one more pitcher. Come on. 48. 49. Okay, Jansen Junk. What a synchronotic pick. To qualify for pitchers, I got Junk. And I'm going to take the other 48 pitcher here. I've only got 149. Okay. I'm good on pitchers. Last round, we got 3 first basemen, second, third, short. I'm good. I'm good to go. Highest number is 49, Mickey McDermott. And then we've got 46, I guess, is my second choice. So I ended up with 5 of my last 6 choices as pitchers. Watch out. All right. What kind of mess do we have here? One thing that OOTP should add is a post-draft round-by-round review of all the choices for all the teams. Kind of like Fussmucker, what Yahoo Fantasy Sports does, right? When you finish your draft in Yahoo, they give you a letter grade, a report card grade, how your team compares to the other teams. Yeah, that would be cool. But what would they judge that on? Because they'd have to have some sort of calculation, like what makes one player better than another. I'm sure they could figure it out. So, guys, I ended up with 10 pitchers. Watch out. 10 pitchers in the 1980s is probably going to be okay. All right, let's set some strategies. Let's use these ones here. Dave Stewart, Mark Dwyer. Oh, look at that pitcher BABIP. Nothing over 79. Stan Williams, can you start? Ooh, do you have more than 2 pitches? Ooh, Stan Williams. You're in my starting lineup with that BABIP. Who else? Mickey McDermott. Why are you not in there, Mickey? You got to be in there too. My 2 best BABIP guys, the game said, no, you don't need them, Lap. We're not going to put them in. So Mickey and Stan. And then Frank Dwyer, John Gray. Now, what's their home run ratings like? Dwyer, Williams, Stewart. Okay, Stewart, you got to move up. You don't give up a lot of home runs. Have you number 2? Williams, yeah, you're good there. Dwyer. Okay, I think that's the best we're going to do. Everyone else, you get to go middle relief. Stick around. I'll be looking for help with the theme team a little bit later. We're going to go over the online league report since we didn't have a chance to do that yesterday. And of course, some Expo and Blue Jay historical love. And love for another colorful character in baseball. I found a video I think you guys are going to enjoy. You might have seen it already, but talk about colorful players on the field. This guy had some moments, and it wasn't a Blue Jay or an Expo. Okay, I think we're good to go there. No openers since this is the 1980s. What kind of mess do we have for hitters here? Gene Richard, should you be in the lineup against the lefties? Left field. Nope. Chris is definitely better. Can you play anywhere else? You can play first base. Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to put Chris at first, or Gene Richards at first base. Brago, you need to be in against the lefties too. Third, left, or center? Andy Carey. Oh, not taking you out. DH, Jose Vidro? Nope. Maybe you don't get to go in the game. Third, left, and center. All right, Vidro, you're going to second. Rosario, you're coming out. Brago, you're coming in. And Brago, you are going left field. And Coughlin, you're going DH. Power guys, Coughlin and Von Joshua. Coughlin. Okay, we got to move you up. Oh, that's not power. This is power. Power. Kevin Moss is not in the game. We'll save you for the righties. Kevin Moss going in there. It's going to go DH. Vidro's going second. Okay, we're going to run with that. If you're new to the game and you're new to the channel, welcome all in. One of the best communities in gaming out there. Don't let these guys fool you. Don't let chat fool you. They are. They're pretty good. They are pretty good. Oh, now the question is, has it fired off? Did I lose all of this? Please, please. It is, where is it here? Eliminated. That can't be right. It must be an old one. Not showing me it. Must be about ready to fire off because I know I drafted a team. Yeah, too many teams did not have pitchers. It's gone. Where is it here? Nope, there we go. We're 16 out of 16 set rosters. I set all my rosters, so it must be in the almost fired off stage. Good to see you, EVC. And just to confirm for the chat, EVC, if I missed it earlier, guess the set tomorrow. Still guess the set? Are we still doing that? Are you still doing that? And at what time? Because I know you just got back from holidays and it still kind of is holiday season. So I don't want to throw out a time and it's wrong. Well, yes, last week was a Wednesday without guess the set. Come on. You can't say never. I'm assuming there's a TWIP this week. I haven't seen anything one way or the other. I did see something in Discord. Someone asked Dish and he says, I think there is. As of that moment, he thought there was. So I'm assuming there will be a TWIP. Nothing in the spoilers yet. Nothing in the advanced warning. Okay, are we up and gone? Oh, going yet? No, still has not fired off. Okay. All right, looks like the tournament is full, so I can take that banner off there. Let's get back to some OOTP news. Again, a little bit later, I am going to ask you guys to help me fill the theme team. We did pretty well last week with both theme teams until a certain affiliate streamer got in my way. And EVC, I had a stream already set up. I was watching. I came back from 3-1 against Dynastic to tie it up at 3. I had set up a stream. I was going to go live and stream you and I playing in the finals of what was that, gold or silver, all ready to go. And then boom, I lost game 7. I'm not streaming if I'm not in the finals against you. So a little bit later on, if you have a chance to stick around for the entire show and you're not at work or distracted, you'll have a chance to help me out with the theme team based on the spinning of the wheel. And of course, today, whoever knocks me out of the laptop bounty, 5 packs, and whoever wins the tournament, an extra 5 packs for all your effort. Lap, how cold is it up there in Canada? How cold is it, eh? Well, we got our moose and we got our back bacon and we got our maple syrup and we got our double, eh? And it is -7 degrees Celsius. For you guys down in Fahrenheit territory, that's 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is still warmer than usual, and we're staying under 10 degrees. Or I guess we get to -12 on Sunday. But usually it's like -20 at this time of year. Late January, early February is the worst. It's usually like -30. So we'll take it. What else do we got going on? I'm just curious. Warmest spot right now. The next place EVC has a plane ticket booked to, Panama, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. In the contiguous United States, it looks like the warmest place is Miami at 70 degrees, which is un-Miami-like. Phoenix at 57. Ooh, it's kind of cool in Phoenix. San Diego, San Francisco. Ezra's wearing pants today. Even while real Teddy O is probably not wearing pants. It's 51, but you know, real Teddy O has probably still got the shorts on. Dallas at 46. Wildcat Bandit. Sure, he's got pants on at 44. Seattle, IBDBTU, enjoying a little bit of fog there at 43. What else do we got going on in the chat? Oh, Patagonia, not, we got a Patagonia in West Edmonton Mall. Been there many times. You'll enjoy it, EVC. You enjoy it there. Someone needs to do a stream on Miss Commander. Where's Commander's comment there? Scroll. Commander, best hockey streams ever on Monday night. Prove me wrong. Well, you should check out ours sometime. I might prove you wrong. Check out ours, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Last night was funny because we were confused. We need a GT Sundown to help us out. What else do we got? Fun tip for 2024, drink whenever Lap says synchronicity. Well, that's just part of synchronicity, boiled egg. There you go. Take 3 drinks because it's synchronotic. Police, one of their best albums, Synchronicity. Drink up, buddy. Drink up. By the way, Boiled Egg and Pops Dongori, if you guys want to do an FHM stream sometime in the next couple of weeks, hit me up on Discord because we talked about that earlier. Wouldn't mind doing that. Playing some FHM, drafting some players like a fantasy draft, and then I can take you guys out. Okay, what else do we got going on? Waiting for that draft to fire. Okay, let's take a break. By then, the draft should be fired off. We'll come back, and again, during the break, paying some special recognition to last couple weeks followers, subscribers. So you'll see some of those names and some of their favorite players and teams growing up. Thank you again to all of you following and subscribing to the channel. Back in 2 minutes. D King 9395 and the Tampa Bay Rays. No, these are not recycled from yesterday. These ones weren't shown yesterday. And plus, D Block, these are from the last 2 weeks. You re-upped yours yesterday, and I thank you very much. And yours will be up next week because these are always kind of a week behind. And by the way, don't cut the D Block Dragon. Last night, I took advantage of the last day of 25% off Twitch subscriptions, and I subscribed to your channel, and I am one of the first 10. So I got that Founders badge. I got the D Block Founders badge. So I'm gonna whenever I'm up that early in the morning and I'm able to comment on your stream, I'm gonna proudly display that. And I think he's got a couple more Founders badges, guys. If you appreciate the content D Block Dragon is putting out there, believe me, he's got some good content. You might want to subscribe in the next couple of subscribers and get the Founders badge on Twitch. Okay, let's go and look at all these emotes. That Shohei Ohtani, though, it's just the Dodger one. We got the Rhino leg for Wildcat Bandit. We've got Corey Seager for Hero Driver. We've got fan Steve, of course, longest subscriber with his Ron Santo, Larry Walker for Sean Saul, and many, many more. Okay, by the way, chat, next week on Monday, channel points that you can redeem. Yes, got some options for you for channel points next week. And next Tuesday, 1 week from today, got a new series starting up. Interactive series that you guys get to play part in. And depending how you do, you may get some packs sent your way. So yeah, Laptop Pound in 2024 with a couple new things coming out next week. Let's get on to look at this bounty. Thankfully, it's fired off because you guys worried me. You guys scared me. Here we go. Here is the bounty. I am in it. Rainiers are my opposition. Let's look at who faces off against each other. We got the Houston Heat going up against the Taylor St. Lappers. The Devils going up against Mr. Audit's Golden Girls. The Rocketchaws and the Dongoria Wood Ducks. D. Dempsey, busy. No, actually, he's probably on holidays still. Enjoy your last week of holidays, D. Dempsey. Going up against the Richmond Flying Squirrels by Cool Keith. We got the Rainiers up against Chat. We've got the Hartford Dark Blues and Cedarites back in the house going up against the Music Lesson Llamas. We got the Michigan Wolves, two-time reigning champion, going up against the Ghost Ships by Cavacom. Cava. I'm sorry, man. Synchronicity. Drink up. And we got Dick Shot Dugout going up against B-Town Nasty. Now, if your name's not on here, like EVC, I don't see on here. Sometimes what happens is a lot of people enter to fill up that last spot and it lets you draft, but then the game goes, oh, wait a minute. There's 17 people entered. We have to delete one of these teams. It's happened to me before. It's happened to other people. We signed up for these tournaments, and that might be the case. You were team number 17 and you didn't get in. So yeah, it was probably just a millisecond. Come on, EBC, you got to get on these things. You know I do these every day. To get on there, get in early. So yeah, we're going up against the Rainiers. So we got to check out. Again, there's no way to prove this. I'm going based on trust here, guys, that you have drafted the highest rating on that screen. And it looks like it. Rainiers, I trust you. I think you got all your highest cards there. What do you have for pitchers? Lord Christic, a one-time nemesis. Back. to try and take out the Hound. Well, you got 11 pitchers. Did you get 2 catchers? You did. And you got some good ones. Brent Main, Harry Decker, you got Tim McCarver. Mike Scioscia. Oh, is this D-Block's team? Brent Main, Mike Scioscia, Tim McCarver, and Harry Decker. You had to get 4 catchers. So where are you short? 3 first basemen. Well, you're not short anywhere. You just got Harry Decker's. Harry Decker was a good, fortunate pick because he can play catcher, first base, and left field. So we got this team going up against this team. I don't think it's going to be a sweep. These are best of 3. So I'm thinking it could go the full 3 games. Well, EBC said he thought he drafted a really good squad. 4 catchers is a lot, though. Yeah, 4 catchers, unless they play multiple positions. Then it's a win-win. So where is the Rainiers? Let's see. Scioscia can only catch. McCarver can only catch or play first base. And Brent Main, yeah. So Harry Decker's the only utility guy. But the Rainiers were able to field a full lineup. They were able to get utility 1 players everywhere. I think no one is a starter. Decker, Cobb, Punto. So yeah, you could be a little trouble. You could be a little trouble at second base and third and shortstop because your starter is backing up both positions. But then you got Adams that can play second base. So I think considering the rules and the restrictions, you did really good. Who else thinks they have an awesome team? Come on, who wants to gloat and say, I've got this. The luck of the draft was in my favor. Who's got a really good team? Reb, what's your team, Reb? Houston Heat. Well, let's find out, first of all, where Houston is. Houston's on the other side of the bracket, so I don't have to fear you until I make the final. Well, you got 1 catcher. That could be an issue. But it's a best of 3, so if you're able to sweep, because usually catchers need rest on the 3rd game. So if you can sweep every round, you don't need a second catcher. You got Lou. Who else stands out here? Roger Maris. And I like this exclusive Bill Hinchman. D-Block, have you done much research on this one? You're my other bronze go-to guy. Do you like this Bill Hinchman? I kind of like him. He did well in the lap tournament yesterday. He can try. Cava's going to win. Gabagoo, come on. Go with the best team here. You got to go with the 2-time champions, right? How can you not? Let's take a look. Cava, that's the matchup of round 1. Cava with his, was it Ghost Ships? Yeah. 1 catcher. Got a pretty solid backup lineup there, other than, again, 1 catcher. If this was best of 5 or best of 7, I'd say good luck, Cava, but best of 3, it's manageable. And then we've got the reigning champion, Wolves, with 2 catchers. Oh. Congratulations to our 3-time champion, the Michigan Wolves. And for those of you that play bronze, just look at this roster. Brock Holt, who I consider meta to borderline meta. Bob Horner, I consider meta. Woody Held, has been really good from the beginning of the game. You can't go wrong with Woody. EBC will tell you that because it seems to come up a lot in his conversations. Kitty. Like that Babbitt. Let's take a look at the pitching, though, because we could see a drop off there. Garland Davis, Kenley Jansen, good. And for the Wolves, we got Kenley up against Kenley. Is it bronze versus bronze? It is. Funny how both of you were forced to take a 63. Kenley Jansen. Funny how that happened. Michigan has, seriously, did OOTP say, okay, Wolfman, Tiger Cub, you've won the last 2 bounties, so we're just going to throw all these meta your way. Here you go. Here's a Bartolo Colon. There you go. Just take them. Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive draft. You got lucky with some of those high numbers. All right. First sim is about to come in. We're going to check that sim out, and then we're going to give some love to the 2 Canadian baseball teams. It is simulating key game number 1. Well, that happened yesterday, Kava. Wolves did not lose a single game yesterday. They went 8-0. And for those of you not in my Discord, you should join the Discord. It sometimes I post some of the weird things that happen in this game. Yesterday I posted the Wolves pitching statistics. And the Wolves used 4 starters, and I think they had 5 or 6 bullpen guys. They played 8 games. They went 8-0, and their bullpen never pitched at all in the tournament. All their bullpen guys had 0 innings pitched. I have never seen that before with the winner of a tournament. Incredible. He had his 4 starters. They all went 2-0, and the bullpen was never used. Horseshoes. That's what I say. Horseshoes. Okay, let's go into the game. First game is simmed. Cava with the spoiler, obviously. We've got to look at the box score. Tacoma Rainiers, I'm not a big fan. 9-6. Come on. I'm supposed to win a round so I can say, see, experts, I can do it without you. Come on. I'm losing out on that opportunity. All right, first game, Houston Heat. Reb with his Houston Heat win 5-4 over the St. Lappers. 11-inning victory, Houston Heat. So you want to win game 2 so you can rest your catcher. Fussmucker takes out the Golden Girls 3-1. Another extra inning game. This one 2 for the Devils in the top of the 10th. Great game there. The Rocketshaws are able to take the Ducks 4-3 in our 3rd in a row extra inning game. Rocketshaws with a run in the top of the 10th inning. The visiting teams very successful so far. Richmond Flying Squirrels defeat the Beltray Buddies. This one does not go extras. Only 5 hits apiece, but 8 runs scored. So they're off to the first game lead. Of course, I lose 9-6. Let's look at the box score. Yeah, 4 runs in the 6th inning by live pitchers who I was forced to take. Neil Ball. I heard someone in chat kind of laughing that they had to take Neil Ball. Well, Neil Ball was the player of the game for Tacoma. Take that. 2 for 4, 3 RBIs. Neil Ball. And when you look at his card, it's not horrible. I'm telling you, D-Block kind of hints at it on his streams too. Babbitt over I we're starting to see a lot of BABIP over I players come through, especially at the lower levels, iron and bronze. And what do we got next? The Dark Blues, Cedarites takes game 1, 5-3 as well. And Portland, man, Portland made it a game, scoring 3 in the bottom of the ninth. But Dave comes in for the save. The Ghost Ships 3-2. Not an extra inning game. 12 hits. The Wolves. Man, the Wolves did everything to do to win this game. Kind of like Team Canada today. Hopefully not hurting your feelings there. But the Wolves came at it. 12 hits, only 5 hits for the Ghost Ships. Any home runs? Yeah, Norm Cash and Polanco. Hit dingers. Bob Horner, I mentioned that Horner card. He's going to have to hit more than one home run, and Bartolo Colon takes the loss. And he's the player of the game. Go figure. You lose the game, and you're the player of the game. And in our last matchup, it was the Nasty Boys taking out the Dugouts. 5-4, scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hutchinson with the win. Dougalby with the loss. And home runs by Moustakis for Dick Shot. All right, best of 3 again. We could see some teams advancing after this next game. So again, we'll check in on that very, very soon. Okay. As mentioned, let me go back to my main screen. All right, it is time for a little Dave Stieb.
Glorious decade plus.
It's the last inning. Our guys are winning. Dave's put down a smoker, a strike, and you got no doubt. What do you want?
Dave Stieb.
Let's play ball. Okay, Blue Jays. Let's play ball.
We're talking about right-hander Dave Stieb. Dave Stieb. Dave Stieb.
Oh, yeah. Dave Stieb on, again, a time when Dave Stieb was 1 strike away from a no-hitter, perfect game. A ball bounces over Alfredo Griffin at second base to break that up. He eventually would get his no-hitter in the early 90s. But, yeah, Dave Stieb still one of the best pitchers in the 1980s. So, you know, a couple things showing you on the Dave Stieb Today in Dave Stieb History X account here. I do not own one of these, although I'd like to. I'm just glad they put the light switch in an appropriate place. Because come on, how many of you guys were thinking it's a good thing that that light switch was not a little bit more to the right? Very good construction on this one. So yeah, you can get your Dave Stieb light switch cover. And I like how they mentioned that now you need a Pat Borders light switch cover and have them side by side and reminiscent of that no-hitter. The Dave Stieb light switch cover coming soon to an eBay shop near you. What else do we got from the Dave Stieb account? I think not much. It is the holidays. This is actually the guy that runs it, biggest Dave Stieb fan there is out there. So kudos to him to running a Dave Stieb fan page. The book that Dave Stieb wrote, and then the second or third edition that came out, very tough to find. I'm still looking in, used bookstores and things like that because I don't want to pay more than like $40 Canadian, which is like 25 American. But yeah, still looking for a copy of this book by Dave Stieb, but it's tough. It's tough to find it for a reasonable price. Dave Stieb autograph card, and yeah, the Canadian Team of the Year back in 1983, before some of you were even born probably. The Blue Jays, what's that, 40, 83, 93, 03, 13, 41 years ago. Blue Jays were selected Canadian Team of the Year. Of course, Dave Stieb was on that team, and it was quite the feat because the Toronto Argonauts, our CFL football team, they won their first Grey Cup in 31 years that year, but still it was the Blue Jays, the Team of the Year. And again, such a shame. Dave Stieb that year, if you calculate the WAR, which wasn't kept track of back then, but Dave Stieb had a 7.0 WAR in 1983, above Quisenberry, McGregor, Guidry. He did not get one single vote for the Cy Young Award that year. Not one. No love for Dave Stieb back in 1983. I could see, if he came second or third in Cy Young voting, but yeah, such a shame. All right, there is your Dave Stieb love. Make sure we're not on a break here. Nope, not yet. We're still good. All right, let's go over and take a look at the other Canadian team, the Montreal Expos. Let's see what's up with them on their account. Here's a question for you, chat. You baseball fans out there. Bottom of the ninth, 2 out. You're down by 3 runs. The bases are loaded for Montreal. You're playing in the Olympic Stadium, and you could have any Expo player in history come to bat. Who would it be? Who comes to bat? Bases loaded. Bottom of the ninth. You got some tough choices. Penguin City's going with the Hawk. Very solid choice. Cub fan Steve's going with the Hawk. What else? Who else you guys got? Larry Walker for music lessons. Solid. And do you want that grand slam, or do you want a high BABIP guy? Do you want a Hubie Brooks coming up and hitting a double, clearing the bases? Rusty Staub for Cobra. Oh, blind him with his hair. I think the obvious choices are a Larry Walker, an Andre Dawson. Someone that's good under pressure, someone that's cool, calm, and collective. But I think those are probably the Vlad. Oh, Vlad Guerrero. Yeah, Vlad's another good choice. All right, what else do we got going on? Got some Expo winter toques. Yes, not beanies up here in Canada. We got the toques. Tim Wallach was a doubles machine. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you want the on base percentage guy, or do you want the home run guy that maybe low average, high home run, or do you want high on base percentage that gets you hit? Got the old Tim Raines Christmas ornament. I know a lot of times they have the baseball, the sports Christmas ornaments that come out. Love this one because it's got the little base at the bottom of his foot. So very cool Christmas ornament. And I got to show you this, guys. When I saw this was good. All right, let me bring it up here. Let me put it to a little bit of music because I don't want to play the music that they have because it's copyright music. So let me put this on. if you watch the Expos, this guy's great. The facial expressions, the body language. Is that Tim Wallach? There you go, a little bit of Blue Jay and Expo love there from the two sites that I follow for Expo and Blue Jay Fun. We'll be back in 2 minutes after the break. Check back in on the bounty and take a look at a clip of one of the more colorful characters in baseball history. See you right after the break.
His name is Al Rabaska. On the pitching mound, he is a seething, angry young man. But without a...
See what Al's going to do here. Uh-oh. Al. Al, what are you doing? Anything to get the old fastball back, huh? Get a little smoke on it.
The heater's ready.
Cardinal fans loved this gentleman during his playing days. Still love him as a telecaster now.
Cedeno against Raboski, leading off in the ninth inning. The windup in the first pitch. Look out! And the ball hit him. Cedeno goes out for Raboski, takes a punch at him, and we've got a wild brawl with both dugouts emptying, both bullpens emptying, 50 ball players brawling near the pitcher's mound. As Raboski, and there's some good blows being thrown out there.
Instead, he did a little dusting. Raboski got into words with on-deck batter Lee Mazzilli, who didn't like what he'd just seen. And if the Mad Hungarian thought things were bad then, he only had to wait until Mazzilli got a chance to take a swing. With a bat, that is. Maz launched his 9th home run in 17 games. The Mets had taken a 9-2 lead, but Raboski wasn't through yet. Neither was the spirited Maz.
Like that, you say. That's part of the business. Yeah, if you want to anything like that, you brought me with it. You're a sportscaster as well. Yeah, you little.
The hitter, and then as the hitter charged, he got into it. But this is the best. This is where he and the ump can't decide which ball.
The umpire fires the ball, and then he pulls another one right out of the bag. So, okay, here we go. This is beautiful. Watch what he does with this one.
It's creative too.
Right.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
I'll use that one. I got it. Ooh, may have a mark on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dirty.
All right. How could you not remember Al Herboski? And every time I see his card in the game, it's like, they got to make him animated or something. Put some sort of animation on that guy, because what a colorful character. So there you go. This day in baseball history, a little bit of Expos, a little bit of Blue Jays, and a little bit for those of you that love the Al Herboski. Okay, let's go back to the draft here and find out what's going on. Already saw in the chat one spoiler there. It looks like our defending champion is gone, and the sim should have come in between Tacoma and myself. Sometimes I have to go back in a second time, and it looks like I might have been eliminated. In fact, I'm pretty confident that I lost game 3. Yes, congratulations. Oh, Tacoma, you did not make it an easy game 3 for me here. Ouch, 10-1 for the Rainiers. Even though I did get 10 hits, only 1 run on 10 hits. So that's going to do it for round 1. Congratulations go out to the Houston Heat, who get to rest their one catcher. They are advancing along with the Devils, the Rocketchaws. Look at the away team, away team, away team. Finally, a home team, the Richmond Flying Squirrels. I am defeated in 3. Hartford wins game 3, 3-0 to advance. Cava does take some revenge. 2 games, sweeping the defending champs, and Biztown Nasty. The boys sweep a Dick Shot dugout. So we're getting a quarterfinal matchup of the Heat, the Devils, the Chaws, the Squirrels, the boys, the Ghost Ships, and the Blues and the Rainiers. So 5 packs will make their way to Lord Christic. Lord Christic, congratulations on once again having my number and defeating me in these bounties. It's been a while. And now 5 packs extra on top of the 3 game packs that you get to the overall winner. So I checked out Tacoma. Again, when the winner is declared, I'll take a quick look at their team just to make sure it looks like they drafted all the highest level cards. And they will get those 5 extra packs. Bounty has not been good for me lately. I think it's been, I think 4 bounties ago I made the final. Maybe it was 3 bounties ago. I went to the finals against the Michigan Wolves. Okay, we're going to get to the theme team in just a little bit here. And again, if you're able to stick around and watch the stream here, then feel free to enter when I put the entry form up. Otherwise, please don't enter, because to get the 5 packs, you need to help me out with the team. You need to go through the whole process of spinning the wheel and seeing how we get to do things here. So let's put out that entry form now. Okay, so exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. If you can stick around and help me with the team, we'll probably do that in about 10 minutes. So you got to be available in 10 minutes time. Here is the Final Four team in silver last week. They're going up to gold. They're up in gold. They're 11-23. So chat, I need help. Chat, I desperately need help to get some better players here. We were okay in silver. We did very well in silver. Lost in the semis, but it's not a good enough gold team, apparently. We got Oral Hershiser, Spud Chandler, Logan Webb, the elite Logan Webb. Let me go off screen here. We've got the perfect Dave Stieb, and we have Ferdy Shoop as our starting 5. In the pen, we got Billy Wagner, Brian Wilson, Mike Queller, the limited edition Fergie Jenkins, Sam Streeter, Derek Lowe, and Rick Sutcliffe. So basically, not a lot of meta, not a lot of the new meta. You know, back in June, this would have been a really good team with this staff, but we need some upgrades there. On the field, our 2 catchers, we've got the 90 rated Diaz. We've got the gold Shock. First base, we got Johnny Mize and David Ortiz. We got the 94 John McGraw, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Newt Allen, Sam Bankhead hitting 364, Barry Larkin, Babe Ruth Tournament Edition, James Wood, Billy Hamilton Immortal. We got the tournament Jose Bautista. And we got the baseball reference hitting 350 Nelson Cruz. So again, good enough to make Final Four in silver last week. But we're kind of in the need of some help here. So if you guys can help me out with the spin of the wheel, that would be great. Mm-hmm. 17 entries so far. We are going to find out how many cards we're going to replace this week. So let's spin that wheel. We got the Brew City Bears logo helping us out today because Brew City is in the playoffs. So we're going to do a little update on the online leagues after we fix the theme team here. Let's see how many players are leaving the team. We are going to lose 5. All right. So the maximum was 7. 5 is what we're going to lose. And now we got to figure out how we're going to replace these players. So time to select someone to team captain me through this. Closing off the entries in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, closed. All right. Speak now in the chat. Farmer T or Farmatia. Farmachi? Are ya? Where are ya? There you are. One of the last ones to enter, it looks like, and you got in. Must have entered before I cut it off. Newt Allen is a beast, Mazman says. Well, he has done okay in the past. All right, Formatia, we are going to find out how you get to replace the first player. Here we go. Player number 1 is going to be replaced by Opening 5 regular silver packs, 2x2. So 2 regular silvers. Actually, that 2x2 shouldn't be on there. I need to fix that. Just 5 regular silver packs. All right, here we go. So Pharmatia, watch the silver packs that I open up here. Keep track of the best players. Of course, we want something hopefully higher than a silver, and hopefully we get something historical. Pack number 1. Well, well, well. For the first time, which is unbelievable, the first time I opened up a silver Jackie Robinson. I've got lots of irons over the year, and I might have bought one. Yeah, I bought a Jackie Robinson. At one time, this was going for thousands of points. Now it's up to like 705. All right. So for Matia, you got a couple there to consider. Jackie Robinson, the silver, and we got Carlos Beltran. Next up. Next silver. Oh, and while we're doing that, we're going to mark that one. Let me write your name down. There's my other pen. There we go. All right, while we're doing that, I'm going to close that giveaway. And we're going to start up the next one. So if you didn't have a chance to enter that one, same thing. You got to be around to help me out after Pharmatia helps me with a couple. So new giveaway is up. And off to pack number 2, regular silver pack number 2. Well, Pharmatia, I don't know if there's a lot of options there, but I will write down those silver guys. If I can find my pen. Oh, what happens when you accidentally click the space bar? This one does not count. It just opened up a standard pack, and unfortunately, it's trolling me and saying, C-Lap, if you would have just let me open a standard pack, you could have used Brad Hand. But no, I don't get to use Brad Hand. So far, Jackie Robinson, probably the best. Silver pack number 3. We got a gold. All right, a gold and a silver pack, and it is George Springer. Lovely, live George Springer. Pack number 4. We've got a gold. Come on, game. There we go. Not much, not much. Pierce Johnson. I guess we got to write him down. Pierce Johnson as a pitcher. One more silver pack. And it is another gold card. Let's go historical. Come on, give us a historical. It is Jose Ramirez. So, Pharmatia, you have kind of 3 choices to make here. One of those players I open up in those 5 packs has to be put on the team. We're looking at either live George Springer, we're looking at historical silver Jackie Robinson, or we're looking at gold Ramirez. Who should I put on the team? Get rid of some of these off my active list there. George Springer, there's his stats there. Can we? Brad Hand would have been a good choice. We also had the 87, I think, Ramirez. So we've got this one here. Or we've got the silver, Jackie Robinson. Who are we going with? You don't think Springer's that good? Personally, I think this is probably our best choice because, you know, Springer and Ramirez live cards probably don't hold up to Jackie here. 3 positions. Not the best card, but definitely not the worst card that we could have pulled. Think Jackie? Okay, so Jackie is coming on the team. First base, second base, third base. And now we got to decide who's leaving the team. So here are our options, Farmatia. Bankhead has been doing well. Don't really want to get rid of him, but it's your choice. We got Barry Larkin. Basically, Jackie Robinson plays first, second, or third. So Johnny Mize, David Ortiz, John McGraw, Vlad Guerrero, Newt Allen, or one of the outfielders. So tough call because Jackie Robinson is not an improvement off anyone that we're going to have depart the team, but we have to get rid of someone. Now we do have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pitchers. I'm even willing to get rid of a pitcher so we don't have to sacrifice one of the batters. Chat, help them out. Help Farmatia out. If we bring Jackie in, who's the casualty? Definitely Brent is a downgrade. Well, here's Sam Bankhead. This year he's hitting 364 in gold. He hit 265 last year in silver. So he's had a couple good seasons, but he's expendable. Newt, Brent is mentioning Newt, has not been doing well the last 3 years. Negative WAR 2 of the 3 years and batting average under 240. You're going to go with Bankhead? Bankhead off the team, final choice. Just write it down. Okay, Bankhead is off the team, and we will put Jackie Robinson on the team. So let's do that now before the sim comes in. Bankhead gone. Thank you for your service. And now we got to put Jackie Robinson on. And save. All right, let's find out the second player you're going to put on the team, and then I'll draw another team captain here. 14 entries so far for the second team captain. This time, Farmatia, we are going to replace a player by buying a card. But it looks like the break just kicked in, so we'll be back in 2 minutes and continue building off the theme team. All right, welcome back in to the creation or destruction of the theme team. I'm not sure what we're going with today, but so far, one downgrade, putting Jackie Robinson in and taking out Sam Bankhead. We got Pharmatia here that is going to replace another player by buying a card on the card shop for less than 40,001 point. Belated Happy New Year's to all of you guys. If you're recovered from your New Year's celebrations, welcome to the show today. Thank you for watching. Thank you to DJ Housekeeping, DJ Good Housekeeping, not just DJ Housekeeping, but DJ Good Housekeeping for the follow. Captain 12 with the follow, and Kyle 32513. Thank you for following on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you as well for joining the dog pound here. All right, Pharmatia, you got some money to spend here. You got some perfect points to spend. So we're going to go back to the game, and we're going to get you to go to the card shop. Now, you got lots of options. I need help pretty much everywhere, especially catcher. Catcher is a big area of need. Also, maybe pitching I could use as well. So we don't want to, take a half an hour trying to find a pitcher. Hopefully you've got a couple people in mind. We're allowed to spend 40,000. And I'm sure we could get someone that's going to be an upgrade over who we have already. So there are some perfect cards out there. I don't know how you want to look at things, pitchers or batters. Again, we can go to pitchers first of all. We do not want Ben Sheets. Please do not consider Ben Sheets. If he's your favorite player in history, sure, you could choose him. But, as a favor, maybe we want to skip Ben Sheets. What's Elmer Smith going for? Elmer Smith, a good two-way player. And currently right now, Elmer. Well, he's going for over 40,000 because right now he's not for 40,000. My broken Brewers fan heart. Yeah, well, not that he's a bad individual, Ben Sheets, but he's kind of the meme card of this cycle. Last year it was Shane Baz. This year it's Ben Sheets. Nothing against Ben Sheets. Great pitcher for the Brewers. But in this game, his card is, let's just say, not Ben Sheetsy. All right, Pharmatia, where are you? If we want to look at the PT Elite that I can afford, we've got some good options there, including Austin Riley, Bo Bichette, Trey Turner, Kodai Senga. We've got Pete Alonso, Sonny Gray, Casas, Newt Barr, Justin Steele. So, yeah, there are a lot of PT Elite that we could go for. If we do want to upgrade catching, because we don't know what the other wheel determinations are going to be. So if we just look at catching, cards that we can afford, Biz Mackey, Roger Bresnahan, the PTCS King Kelly, right at 40,000. Immortal Walker Cooper. Because right now we got Diaz, the 90 Diaz, and the gold Ray Schock. Bob Boone is there. Frank Duncan. Bresnahan. All right, is that the choice? We're going to put Bresnahan on the team? Yes, okay. Pharmatia chooses Bresnahan. And so that means we need to take one of the catchers off right now. And it's either going to be Diaz, 93 ability, or Ray Schock, 94 ability. Who would you like to take off there, Pharmatia, Diaz or Schock? Diaz is out of there. And you got the Caged Wisdom approval. Caged Wisdom knows his cards. Like Caged Wisdom is a really good surveyor of cards. So if he says Bresnahan's a good choice, you made a good choice. Okay. We're not going to make that change now because the game shows as simming. So we need to go out quickly. And we're going to draw our next team captain here. So let's go back to the main window. Close that one. And you've got 30 seconds if you're around and able to help me out. Of course, Farmate, you can't enter a second time. So if you did enter and your name comes up, we will draw someone else. "15 seconds. All right, so let's close that off. 19 entrants here. Oh, Farmatea too. Can you send me a whisper and let me know what your perfect team username is? Just here, if you don't know how to send a whisper, I can't remember if I've ever had you whisper before, but there you go. And Mazman saying that leaving Shock on the team is a good choice. So yeah, I've got Bresnahan and Shock. I'm okay with that. Okay, let's find out who our winner is. Second winner is Tiger Cub. Well, Tiger Cub, you may have lost the bounty, but you get to help me out here. Tiger Cub, just double checking that you're still around here. Where is the Cub? Drowning his sorrows after losing to Cavacom. There you go. Okay. So one upgrade, one downgrade so far, in my opinion. Well, I guess we all get to spend some money. Tiger Cub, let chat know who your favorite team is. Let them know. And it's not Detroit. It is the Texas Rangers. So we're going to buy another card. EVC is grinning from ear to ear as I spend my perfect points. We're going to go buy a Texas Ranger. Texas. So these are the Texas Rangers currently in the system. Now, I do own some of them Tiger Cubs. So if you want to use one of the ones in green there, we can just transfer that card over, or we can buy someone if you think it's a better choice. What are you seeing there that looks appetizing? Let me try putting in Rangers just in case it gives us someone different. The new Kinsler is 40,000 exactly. Tiger Cub, and what are the odds it's not the Tigers or the Cubs? Yeah, out of the blue. It's the Texas Rangers. Like that Kinsler. Okay. Well, I'm buying it now because before someone else in chat buys it up, I'm hoping that was your choice. So let's take the Kinsler for 40,000 because the next one was 49,000 and it would not have been able to purchase. So we've got to make a couple changes. First of all, we got to take out our catcher Diaz. Where is he here? Right there. And bring in Who did we bring in? Bresnahan, right? What is the rating on Bresnahan? Where are you, buddy? There he is, 99. Okay, he is on the team. Good. Just save that for now. So we got Ian Kinsler, Tiger Cub. Who are we taking off? We can't take off Bresnahan. We can't take off Jackie Robinson. They have to stay on the team for at least a week. So we're looking at Newt Allen, Barry Larkin, John McGraw, Vlad Guerrero. Let's see if they show the Kinsler here. Kinsler. Ian Kinsler. So I got a 90, 299 so far. So unfortunately, he can only play second base. So keep that in mind. Remove Newt. That would have been my choice. Although Newt is pretty, I think, utility-wise. Yeah, he can play a lot of positions. We already got rid of Sam Bankhead, who played a lot of positions. So now my depth is definitely decreased, but we're bringing in Ian Kinsler. I'm good with that. And for now, Ian, let's just throw you in the lineup. Second base, John McGraw, you're just going to go shortstop for now. We'll fix that later. Okay, 3 down, 2 to go. Tiger Cub, you're up again. This time we're going to go back to the wheel. $60,000 perfect points on 2 upgrades so far. Oh boy, this game just wants me to spend. All right, we just got rid of an NEL player. Tiger Cub, we're going to have to put one on now. So an NEL player under 40,000. First of all, I got to check my perfect points. What do I have? Oh yeah, I got enough. I got 63,000, so we're good. Card shop. NEL. No, it doesn't want to sort that way. There we go. Well, there's a lot of them under 40,000. So want to look for someone that's going to help the team. I think there's a lot of possible choices here. Willie Wells, we got Turkey, Roy Parnell. We want to look just at the pitchers. Nip Winters is there, Don Newcomb. Of course, there's the Home Run Johnson. Home Run Johnson, where is he? Home Run. Maybe he's not under 40,000. John Henry. John Henry. So put John Henry on, who I already have on the team. Okay, so John Henry. And now we got to take someone off. Who comes off now? Now, again, now we got to take off someone else that's probably pretty good. We look at our depth chart. Right now, Larkin and McGraw are the only 2 shortstops. McGraw's our second baseman. Ortiz, I guess Ortiz is expendable because he's not a primary player right now, except as DH. Or James Wood. Yeah, we could sacrifice an outfielder. Either one of those 2. I think it's either Ortiz or James Wood. Who do you want to go with? To bring on this guy, multi-positional player. Ortiz hitting a paltry 176 so far in gold. And Wood, not much better, hitting 168 so far in gold. Take off Wood. Wood, you are gone. And Lloyd, you are in. So for now, we're just going to put you in there and hope you can play left field. No, you can. Right field, left field for the babe. All right. We'll fix all the lineup up later. All right, Tiger Cub, you've got one more player to replace here. What do we got? Come on, let's open some packs. We are going big. So we're going to open a rainbow pack. Option to sell the diamond and perfect from the pack and use points to buy a player, or we can use the player. So you got some options here, Tiger Cup. Hopefully, we'll just be able to use the because we could get 24,000 if we quick sell if they're really bad. All right, so that's what you have to work with. So let's go back. And I think I have a rainbow pack from the last PT Plus. I think they gave us a rainbow pack. Question is finding it. Diamond, historical, rainbow. Hey, that was easy. Here we go. Let's do it. Go, 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 go. Okay. Well, you're not going to use one of the three cards currently showing. There's EBC's Wood comment. You know, you mentioned every time I mention synchronicity, take a drink. Every time EBC mentions Wood, take 2 drinks. You're going to need it. All right, gold card. What do we got? We got Rick Porcello. Okay, that's an option. That is an option. I'm sure he is better than one of the 12 pitchers on our team, not named Fergie Jenkins or Dave Stieb. I took out Wood. You need a dictionary there, EBC. All right, our diamond. Come on, historical. Well, you can be alive. I don't mind if you're alive. Brandon Woodruff. Okay. Channeling my Alex Rodriguez. Although we just added a couple infielders, but believe me, we'll find room for him at third base. Okay, A-Rod, come on. Come on. This is the one time I'll take a Yankee. What's Tiger Cub giving us? Oh! Second time I've pulled this card on stream. If you see in our pre-twip video, I get up and dance when I pulled the Ethan Salas. This one, I'm not getting up and dancing. It is not a duplicate because I sold that first one. However, Tiger Cub, you have a decision to make here. We could sell this for $95,000 and Woodruff for $4,000. So we have 100,000 perfect points. Or do we keep Salas? We got Bresnahan and Shock, so probably Shock be the guy to go. Or we take the points and we spend 100,000 on a player. I'm good either way. There are a lot of, and I'm gonna put the minimum price at like 50,000 because we don't need to see them all. These are all the cards that we could get instead of Ethan Salas. Not as many as I thought for 100,000. Thought we'd be able to get a few more. Let's see. We want only cards with sell orders. So yeah, it's showing I can't buy mix. I haven't sold those cards. So yeah, there are actually quite a few more. Yeah, because I'd have to sell those cards to make it. So let me read out a few names. We got Louis Aparicio, Immortal. We've got the Ray Brown NEL card, Corbin Carroll, Future Legend, Bob Carruthers, the Roberto Clemente card is out there. Rolly Fingers as a reliever. Who else might be of interest? Greg Maddux. We've got Satchel Paige, Kirby Puckett, Jackie Robinson, Bullet Joe. Got the Mike Schmidt, third baseman. Ozzie Smith, Adam Wainwright. You know EBC, but sometimes you got to show people the whole picture of what's available out there. Believe me, I prefer not to spend my money, so we're keeping Salas. Just wanted to give Tiger Cub the option. Okay, Tiger Cub. Do we want to take out, who do you want to take out? Well, we have no option. We have to take out Ray Schalk because we have to keep Bresnahan for at least a week. So Ray Schalk is coming out. Ethan Salas is going in. Thank you, PT Plus and the Ethan Salas that is now part of our lineup. All right, we're on a quick 1-minute break here. We'll be back in a minute to close out the show and talk some online league. Back in 1 minute. All right, we're back, and our final choice has been made during the break. Decided to keep the Ethan Salas that we pulled in the PT Plus Rainbow Pack that we were awarded. We had to get rid of Ray Schalk, though, because Bresnahan has to stay on the team, and even Tiger Cub, I would say, Lap, don't keep 3 catchers. So, Ethan, you're on the team. What a great pull. So, it was looking a little bit murky. We had to take the silver Jackie Robinson, and we took out Sam Bankhead. We got Roger Bresnahan, and we took out Elias Diaz. We picked up John Henry Lloyd, and we took out Newt Joseph. Number 4 was Ian Kinsler. And can't remember who we took out for that, but we took out someone half decent. And then finally, We got Ethan Salas in the Rainbow Pack for Ray Shock. So this is the first time we did not replace a pitcher. None of our pitchers were chosen to be taken out. We lost our Wood. Oh, Wood was the other one. Yeah, I lost my Wood. So we lost Wood, Bankhead, Doc, Newt, and Diaz. So I'd say that's a pretty successful day, guys. I would say that we have upgraded our team at least slightly. I was hoping to get at least one dominant pitcher in there, but we are good to go for another week. Currently, though, in the theme team, we are 12-24. So we got some work to do now. And we got to improve on the sandwich futures. EVC, this is the gold 304. Only 4 of us are in there. So it's going to be tough. We've got the Leo Remus is in there with his Bautistas. We've got the Kip with 7 Ps and the Switch Hittas. And then in my division, we've got the Sandwich Futures and my team. So yeah, I think theme teams are in tough because we're in a league with 26 regular based teams with probably a lot of good players. In fact, if I look just at one here, let's look at Cleveland. Best team in the league so far. Brett, Kaline, Bruthers, Williams, Tip O'Neill. Yeah. How about this team here? The Quakers. Speaker, Freeman, Schmidt. Well, not as strong, but still better than most theme teamers. Gold was spread out. Okay, well, it's all for fun. Theme teams are all for fun. And I thank you guys for helping me out here. So Tiger Cub, 5 packs will be sent your way. For Mattia, 5 packs, I got your Whisper will be sent your way. We've got the bounty winner that took me out of the bounty. So the only thing we're waiting for now is the overall tournament winner. So let's take a peek at how that's going right now. Again, Lord Christic claims the bounty and 5 packs. And we are into the semifinals with Cavacom 1 game away. Just like yesterday, Cava was 1 game away from getting into the packs. Well, he's 1 game away now, but he's going up against Cedarites. And the Heat, Reb said, Lap, I think I have a pretty good team. I think you should show it off. And Reb was right. However, he didn't get the break. He didn't sweep round 2. So his catcher, I'm sure, is probably tired. Let's take a look at the Houston Heat. Yeah. That's what happens when you draft 1 catcher and you don't get the bye game. They get tired by game 3. In fact, he's 0%. He's exhausted. So that's going to work against the Heat. They lost in extra innings. Wow, the Rocketchaws score 4 in the 9th to tie it, and then 1 in the 10th. Heat. Sad way to lose there. So we'll see if you got a comeback in you with your 0% catcher. Right now on Cava's team with the Ghost Ship, do they have any tired players? They have 1 catcher as well, a live catcher. So both of you guys have live catchers that are exhausted. So Cava could really benefit with a sweep here. Although even that won't bring the catcher to full. You went 3 games. That kind of hurt too. So 1-0 victory over Cedarites, scoring your only run in the 2nd inning. Cava's doing this without getting a lot of hits, folks. He's doing this on that good old Canadian grit. All right, let's see if the game 2 has fired here. Let's see if we have our finalists. And some people say that it's better to have no catchers than one catcher. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because then they randomly put in another player like a shortstop or a center fielder who is at least rested. I think that's the strategy. Or in the best of three, you gamble that you sweep, which the Rocketchaws did. So the Rocketchaws are on their way to the final. Let's give them a little bit of love here, a little bit of attention to the Rocketchaws. Underdog 44, who, if I remember correctly on other streams, Underdog's been having some success with his teams lately in tournaments. I think that's the name I remember. So the Rocketchaws have three pitchers that have not pitched at all yet. Davis, Ramirez, and Hargan have not faced any time yet. So you can get away in the 1980s with a smaller staff. In terms of hitting, they do have two catchers, and Rosario will get a chance to rest with the off day. So that's good. And our tournament leaders so far, Murphy with 4 home runs, Brent Main. A lot of people are liking this Iron Brent Main card, hitting 471 in this tournament. Mind you, it's all iron and bronze cards, so they should perform better. They're not going up against the big guns, the Immortals, the Elite. All right, well, we are going to stay on for one more sim to come in. And while we're waiting for that, let's do a little bit of online league update. Let's give a little bit of recognition to our online leagues, at least the two that I'm in. First of all, my week last week was not great, not horrible. I managed to stay or be promoted in a couple leagues. So I got promoted to gold with my Destiny team, the chat team, and promoted to diamond with the Dave Stieb team. So both theme teams lost in the LCS, but get promoted. The Blue Jays, they stay in gold. They had a winning record. And the Gladiators, I'm happy they get to stay in diamond. This is the team with 2,500 packs, slowly improving the team, hoping to get to perfect with a different unorthodox strategy. EVC is there already. And EVC, give us a quick update how many wins you have in perfect. Because I think I said 71. I either said 70 or 71 in your Guess the Win contest. So yeah, all 4 teams got to stay where they are or got promoted. You're back to almost 500, so you're on pace for about 81 wins. Still pretty good. I think your goal is to stay in perfect. Just do enough to stay in perfect. Because if you make an upgrade here and there, that could make the difference. All right, the 2 online leagues I'm in. I am in EMLB, run by the wonderful FKN Commish, who are currently in the World Series right now with the Pittsburgh, and I think the Angels are in the World Series in EMLB. And my player, AA, trying to beat EVC to the majors. There are some changes with boosting in EMLB, and I don't really know how that affects things. I haven't used my boost yet. I think I have about 7 or 8 to use, but I'm not sure about with the new boosting system how to even go about that. I haven't read all the rules lately. So I'll get my GT Sundown to help me when that time comes. And I think I'm going to make AAA. I think I'll be in AAA next season. So EVC, I know you were in rookie. I don't know if your newest player is up to A ball yet or AA. But I'm still racing you to the big leagues with our infielders. So again, because they're in the playoffs, not much going on with EMLB and my player, he did lead the team to the AA championship a couple weeks ago. So congratulations. I am a 2-time winner. I am winner of the single A Bakersfield Championship and now the double A. EVC, how many championships have you won so far? Got to catch up there, buddy. Got to catch up. You're 0-1. All right. I'm 2-0 right now with my championships. So yeah, that one's pretty static right now. Not much going on. So Hound Streamer for the Brew City Bears. I'm hoping I get to stay in Brew City one more year because the Hound has been doing pretty well lately. After some of the upgrades, the Brew City Bears are in the playoffs, and the playoffs, I believe, start tonight with PBE Sim. And we are going up against, who are we going up against? The Armadillos, I think. Am I going up against Chess Safari? Wildcat, can I do that? Can I make a demand and say I want to stay one more year with the Brew City? GT, yeah. Glenn Streamer, that's all he does is win championships, EVC. I mean, I don't want you to don't want to intimidate your player because I'm sure he's really good in rookie, but does he win champ? Like, do you want a player that wins individual awards or wins team awards? I mean, it's a team game, right? And Glenn Streamer was the best Wichita player in the playoffs. Well, at least in the finals. Are you going up next year, Wildcat? Is Rhino Legs going up? Well, that's a shame. Well, Rhino, we've got to make, as the Canadians say, we got to make hay while we can. Here is Hound Streamer with the Brew City Bears this season. Here are the ratings. I'm working on Power, BABIP, and I. Those are my 3 focuses right now as a hitter: Power, BABIP, and I. First of all, against the lefties because he's a right-handed hitter, and then I'll try and equal it out on the other side of the plate. Also, early on, I put a lot of points into his arm as a third baseman. I want to make sure his defense is pretty good. And he finished the season with a 5.7 zone rating. It's not A-Rod at third, but it's probably better than A-Rod at third. Overall, with Brew City, he has a 20.6 zone rating in his career, probably on the cusp of maybe a second Gold Glove. I'm hoping he wins his second Gold Glove, but time will tell. We'll hear the awards in a week or so. In terms of his hitting, well, let me tell you how Hound Streamer did this year. Where is he? Where's his hitting? Come on. Batting stats. 301, a career best 301. So positive zone rating over 5 and a 301 average for the Brew City Bear. 348 OBP, 462 slugging percentage. Finished the season with 19 home runs. Remember, they only play 108 games. And 57 RBIs. 33 walks. He did strike out 59 times, but I'm working on avoid K. That's one of the last things. Gap will be last. Avoid Ks will be second last. And chipped in with 10 stolen bases. So Hound Streamer on the verge of hopefully taking the team to the playoff or to the championship. And not only that, I thought I had it on screen here. Where is it? Maybe I didn't put it up. Wildcat Bandit. Do you remember? I don't know if you saw the stream where we made the playoffs where we clinched. Remember it went extra innings? Remember that, Wildcat? Can you tell chat who had the game-winning clinching hit in the 11th or 10th inning? I can't remember. Who had that game-winning playoff clinching hit? Oh, yeah. It was Hound Streamer. Yeah. Oh, that was fun to watch. I caught the VOD, and Hound Streamer in the 10th inning, 10th or 11th inning, walk-off single. to clinch the playoffs for Brew City. So, yeah, he's a playoff guy. But he had a really good regular season. But we cannot ignore the other team members as well, because Rhino Leg, Wildcat Bandit, is moving up, I believe, to the big leagues next year. I don't know who you were drafted by. But look at this. Rhino Leg had a 299 average. I had 301. Rhino Leg had 16 home runs. I had 19. Rhino Leg had, where is he here? Ended up with 79 stolen bases. Now, Wildcat Bandit shaped his player a little differently. He went early on with speed. He went with that quickness, and it shows. 79 stolen bases and only caught 6 times. So he had a 93% stolen base rate. That is just, I think that's a career high for you, isn't it, Rhino? Let's see. Yeah. 79, 60. So in his stay with Brew City, 251 stolen bases over 5 years. Who are you? Ricky Henderson? Wow. Defense. Looks like you're not putting a lot of priority in defense yet. And of course, Rhino was selected to the All-Star game. I think this year. I think that was this year, selected to the All-Star game. So we can see his build. Rhino is not worrying about gap or avoid Ks right now. He's putting it more into the outfield to improve his defense. And look at his run. 60, 61 stealing, 60 instinct. So that is the build that he's going with and has been successful with. 300 batting average, multiple stolen bases. If he gets on the base paths, there's no stopping him. It's almost a guaranteed stolen base. Who else do we got? We've got Chess Safari and his Tedford Woofington Jr., first-year player, rookie, finished with a 295 on the Armadillos, and I think we're facing them. Is that right, Wildcat? Do we play them in round 1? All by Chicago catcher? The Chicago catcher threw you out? So Ted Woofington Jr. had a great rookie year. He's probably in contention for Rookie of the Year in PBE minor leagues, including going 5 for 6 against the State College Swift Steeds. All right. Good job by Woofington. Now I'm curious. Now I got to find out what the ability is on that catcher for Chicago. Chicago Kingpins. Who was the guy that stopped Rhino Legs? Cyrus? Is it this guy? I mean, yeah, 60 abilities, pretty good at this level. 50 arm. So yeah, I guess he's probably one of the better catchers. Let's see his defense here. 1.4 zone rating, 975 efficiency. Don't know if we can see caught stealing here. RTO 16. Runners thrown out. 21% runners thrown out. Okay, you just happen to make up some of that 21%. That would have been special, having a season where you were not caught stealing at all. I myself was caught stealing 9 times in 19 attempts, so my speed needs improvement. Also, we've got one player that I'm aware of in the major leagues. His first year in the major leagues, Jeff Steele Flex. Big shout out to Jeff Steele Flex. You can see his build here. He doesn't care about gap. He doesn't want doubles or triples. He cares about BABIP singles. He's a singles power guy. Look at that range in the outfield, 85. And a 239 average, but he's 24 years old, first year in the majors with New Orleans. So there's going to be a few speed bumps. What surprises me is that he has an 85 range, but his zone rating was minus 14. That shocked me, Jeff, unless you just recently put a bunch into range. And maybe it's because your arm is weak, maybe that's why the low zone rating. But when I saw your range there, I thought, here's a guy that's going to be like really good with his zone rating, but it was kind of low. Oh, Swiss just tied up the game with Sweden, Fussmucker, midway through the third. Wow. What was the score in the Latvia-US game? It must have been, what, 8-0? US had the easiest game. And then who won between Slovakia and Finland? Wow, Frank the Tank did say the Swiss were his surprise team. My surprise team was Slovakia. Finland won in overtime. So Jeff Steelflex, all the best in season number 2. I'm sure your player is going to be really great. They are in the playoffs, and I think the playoffs do begin tonight. So a little bit of PBE update. Let's check Don't Cut the D-Block Dragon, because I know he's on the State College Swift Steeds. If you have a player, let me know in chat. We can check them out. O's Bones, I believe, third year in the league, and 7-12. So he's getting better. He's improving. Best ERA so far. It was under 5, and still a relatively young player. Has a lot of strikeouts. This pitcher can strike people out. 103 strikeouts in his 170 innings pitched. So that's pretty good for a minor league pitcher. Probably amongst the league leaders. Let's see if we can see that here. 120, so up there in terms of strikeouts. And do we see any Bears here? Chungus, who's kind of our stud. Chungus McRoyden stuff. Definitely going up to the majors. He was the best player on the Bears so far. But it's the playoffs. So Rhino Leg is our leadoff hitter. I'm hitting number 2. We take on a team that has many more wins than us. We finished the season with 50 wins. They finished with 64, if that's right, if we do play Amarillo. So we're in tough. We're definitely the underdog. All right, let's take one more final look at our bounty. And then that's going to be it. And it looks like only Nershabenko is streaming. So we'll raid over to him. He didn't stream yesterday. And the bounty is... All right, let's go into it. It doesn't show me right here if it's over or not. Will it be Cavacom taking the title? It will be Cava and the Rocketchaws fighting for 8 packs, 3 from within game, 1 from, or 3 from, or 8 for, or 5 from me, 8 in total, winning the deciding 3rd game. So Cavacom comes through in game 3, winning by a score of 3-0. So shutting them down. Again, only 6 hits. So they've been out hit in many of their games in this tournament, but we're able to go to the finals. So congratulations to Underdog and to Cavacom on making the finals. Well, guys, I am back on a Thursday with the pre-TWIP show with EVC, Sporer, Charles. We'll be hyping things up for the new content release. I don't know what that content is going to be. We can do a quick check before I raid over if they've given us a spoiler. Let's go here, refresh. Nope, no spoiler yet. Again, as always, thanks to the follows today. Thanks for those of you watching on YouTube as well. You guys that support the channel, support all of us streamers. Such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful community to be part of. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, give what you can, take what you need, support those that might need a little bit of extra attention, a hug, a flower, a coffee, do something nice for someone. It is a great day for baseball. Stay tuned. We are to Nersha Benko. If you still need some packs, give Nersha some love, fellow Canadian. See you guys on Thursday. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day.
A very good friend of mine told me something the other day. I'd like to pass it on to you. I believe what he said to be true. He said we're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day, and the sun is shining in this rainy city, and the sun is shining. Oh, well, isn't it a pity? And every year has its share of tears, but every now and then it's gotta rain. We're here for a good